Delam Bahasa Inggris dari 100 ethical guidelines for the implementation of the Tridharma of higher education, arranged in a logical and systematic order. 100 ethical guidelines for the implementation of the Tridharma of higher education. A. Ethics in general academic responsibilities, 1 to 10. 1. Uphold academic integrity and honesty in every activity. 2. Promote mutual respect and uphold human dignity in academic environments. 3. Act professionally transparently and accountably. 4. Avoid discrimination based on gender, ethnicity, religion, race, or political affiliation. 5. Maintain neutrality and objectivity in academic services and decisions. 6. Foster a culture of quality, innovation, and continuous improvement. 7. Uphold national values and contribute to global peace and sustainability. 8. Preserve academic freedom responsibly. 9. Safeguard institutional reputation in all public and academic activities. 10. Avoid conflicts of interest in all aspects of the Tridharma. B. Ethics in education and teaching, 11 to 25. 11. Respect students' dignity and diversity. 12. Avoid any form of violence, intimidation, or discrimination. 13. Ensure that teaching content is accurate, relevant, and based on the latest scientific development. 14. Use digital technology ethically and effectively. 15. Avoid plagiarism and citation manipulation. 16. Provide fair and transparent assessment. 17. Protect students' personal data and privacy. 18. Maintain confidentiality of exam results and evaluations. 19. Motivate students to think critically and ethically. 20. Avoid favoritism in all forms of evaluation and mentoring. 21. Build professional teacher-student relationships based on respect and academic goals. 22. Provide honest feedback and constructive academic advice. 23. Encourage students to express ideas responsibly and scientifically. 24. Foster inclusive and collaborative classroom environments. 25. Avoid commercialization of teaching services. C. Ethics in scientific writing and publication, 2635. 26. Ensure all research findings are original and properly cited. 27. Avoid self-plagiarism and redundant publication. 28. Provide appropriate authorship credit to all contributors. 29. Disclose funding sources and potential conflicts of interest. 30. Respect peer review processes and confidentiality. 31. Avoid coercive authorship and academic exploitation. 32. Ensure that the data presented is accurate, valid, and reproducible. 33. Do not manipulate or falsify data and references. 34. Submit work only to reputable journals and publishers. 35. Acknowledge institutional and collaborative contributions appropriately. D. Ethics in research, 36 to 50. 36. Prioritize research that benefits society and humanity. 37. Ensure informed consent in research involving human subjects. 38. Avoid exploitation of research subjects and communities. 39. Maintain confidentiality of sensitive data and subjects' identity. 40. Prioritize research that benefits society and humanity. 37. Ensure informed consent in research involving human subjects. 38. Avoid exploitation of research subjects and communities. 39. Maintain confidentiality of sensitive data and subjects' identity. 40. Ensure animal welfare in research involving animals. 41. Avoid conflicts of interest between research and funding sources. 42. Respect intellectual property rights. 43. Ensure that collaborative research is based on mutual understanding and shared goals. 44. Do not publish or share preliminary data without consent from all parties involved. 45. Submit ethical clearance before conducting research involving human or animal subjects. 46. Uphold safety, health, and environmental standards during research. Avoid unethical duplication of research. 48. Ensure transparency and accountability in research budgeting and reporting. 49. Foster an ethical and inclusive research culture in laboratories and fieldwork. 50. Share research findings openly for societal development and scientific advancement. E. Ethics in community service, 51 to 65. Ensure that service programs address community needs. 52. Involve community stakeholders in planning and implementation. 53. Respect local wisdom, values, and social norms. 54. Ensure safety and consent in community engagement activities. 55. Build mutual trust and communication with community members. 56. Avoid using community service for personal gain or promotion only. 57. Report service outcomes transparently and truthfully. 58. Encourage sustainable and empowering community outcomes. 59. Maintain neutrality in political, religious, and commercial issues during service. 6. Share knowledge without superiority or exploitation. Recognize and credit community partners appropriately. 62. Respect land, environmental, and cultural resources during service. 63. Avoid manipulation or misrepresentation of service impacts. 64. Involve students ethically in service learning activities. 65. Uphold the values of humility, collaboration, and integrity in service delivery. F. Ethics in examinations and evaluation. 60-75. 66. Ensure transparency in exam preparation and grading. Avoid favoritism, prejudice, and discrimination in assessments. 68. Maintain confidentiality of students' exam results. 69. Prevent cheating and enforce academic honesty during exams. 70. Provide timely and justified feedback to students. 71. Standardize evaluation instruments to ensure fairness. 72. Avoid conflicts of interest in supervision and grading. 73. Allow students the right to academic appeal and reevaluation. 74. Respect the psychological condition of students during exams. 75. Maintain exam archives in accordance with academic regulations. G. Ethics in graduation, certification, and degree conferment. 76-85. 76. Ensure that degrees are awarded only to students who have fulfilled all academic requirements. 77. Avoid manipulation of GPA or graduation criteria. 78. Conduct judicium and graduation ceremonies in a dignified and fair manner. 79. Protect the integrity and security of academic transcripts and diplomas. 80. Prevent forgery or duplication of diplomas. 81. Acknowledge all academic achievements in a transparent system. 82. Avoid monetization of academic title conferral. 83. Ensure that alumni data is valid and well managed. 84. Publicize graduation lists accurately and ethically. 85. Apply sanctions to individuals or institutions involved in degree fraud. H. Ethics in supervision and thesis defense. 86-90. 86. Guide students responsibly and consistently during their thesis or final project. 87. Avoid neglect or abandonment of students under supervision. 88. Give fair assessment during thesis defenses. 89. Provide space for academic argumentation and criticism. 90. Maintain documentation and academic integrity in final projects. I. Enforcement and sanctions. 91-100. 91. Establish an ethics committee in every higher education institution. 92. Provide mechanisms for ethical reporting and complaint handling. 93. Investigate all ethical violations fairly and confidentially. 94. Protect whistleblowers from retaliation. 95. Apply sanctions in accordance with the severity of the ethical breach. 96. Offer ethical education and training for academic staff and students. 97. Continuously review and update codes of ethics. 98. Encourage internalization of ethical values through example and practice. 99. Promote interinstitutional cooperation in upholding ethical standards. 100. Integrate ethical principles into strategic planning and institutional governance. Jika Anda ingin versi dokumen PDF atau